But that being said, I got some incredible one-on-one time with Danny where he actually worked with me on stage live at concerts, talking into my ear and helping me understand this concept of telling a story. Exactly what you just brought up, this idea of visually telling the story. And some notable examples come to mind. One was My Morning Jacket in Mexico. And then another one was a band called The Head and the Heart at the Greek Theater in Berkeley, California.
Wow.
And these were just two, and I've worked on like other festivals with him and shows too over the years, but those two really stand out to me where Danny was getting to know me and I was meeting him, and he really came, he worked with me in a complete mentor like role. Through and through, and I was humbled and excited, and of course before I met him I'm like, this legendary photographer, and I'm gonna be nervous or whatever, but Danny is so unassuming and laid back and cool and just easygoing that right away I'm like, this guy, he's just the man, and he instantly became a personal hero. Like I already admired his work so much and had seen all his famous photography, but instantly it was like, this guy's a hero. And to now say that he's a mentor, because truly he helped me understand, he helped me view photography and videography in another way. And it started with videography, but I should say too, that My Morning Jacket show in Mexico is the exact moment I decided that I wanted to shoot photography and that I wanted it to be on film, and it was because of Danny. And Danny always has a Leica on his shoulder. He's like one of these photographers. The Leica is like totally a cult, kind of. But I mean, legitimately, there are better cameras for the job, and like, but it's this kind of iconic, legendary brand that so many of these great photographers have used over the years. And so there's this kind of appeal to it that's all, like almost a mysticism, you know. And so when I saw, you know, Danny, well, first of all, Danny, he became this kind of mentor to me of sorts, and then I began asking him questions in person and also studying basically his career, like when we weren't around. And Danny didn't even probably know that. Danny didn't even know that. Maybe he died. Maybe I told him. But I should say Danny got his start under Annie Leibovitz. So yeah, exactly. So there's this whole.
I mean, talk about a direct relation to what we're doing.
I know. Once again, there's this
crazy.
tie-in of fashion photography and portraiture, and you know, the greats, the greats of bygone generations as well as living greats like Annie, who have passed this on to people that have then kind of like spiderwebbed out into these other areas, but they're still bringing this just creative gold, you know.
Yeah.
And I think, you know, and it's so funny because I think in so many instances I've learned of photographers who have worked with greats and then they've gone on to become greats, because I think at a certain point they all want to get out from, you know.
Yeah,
and not that it's a bad thing, but like you can learn so much and then think, well, I can always either be an assistant to a legendary photographer or I can try on my own.